Hey friends, as most of y'all know, I have been helping Into the Weeds podcast present the latest FOIA of Gypsy Rose's prison emails. And as we've told y'all in the podcast, the document is massive, it's messy, and it's really hard to go through and make sense of. So eventually it will be put out there, but I've been given permission to go ahead and make some videos and put a few parts out there. So we're going to go over the goddess emails. Let's go, friends. This email came in to Gypsy on July 21st, 2023, so after she was married to Ryan. Now, Amber saw something in the emails that makes her think that this was from a woman. I haven't seen that myself yet, so the gender, I'm not personally positive on. What we do know from later emails is that this person is a 59-year-old grandparent living in New Jersey. This is Gypsy's response on the very same day. This is a wild response for someone who claims to not like their fame or media attention or the things that come along with it. It's also a pretty wild response for a married woman, and Ryan has indicated on TikTok recaps of this in a comment that he did not know what was going on, even though Gypsy indicated in emails that we'll see later that he did know. They correspond again on July 24th, 2023, and this person who, in my opinion, seems very sad, possibly maybe a mental illness. I can't diagnose that. I'm not qualified. I'm just speculating, but something sad is going on here. So they respond and they call her goddess again, say they are shocked and excited. It's a dream come true. They want to be one of her loyal admirers more than anything. Happy birthday. Let me know what I should send for your birthday, and with $2 signs. Gypsy responds twice and says, "It's very kind of you. You decide what to send me. The only thing people can send me is dollars because where I am, other gifts are not allowed. Sad face. I appreciate it." And also another one. "So tell me about yourself. What are your interests? What do you do for work?" Gypsy seems interested in talking to this person because she has a plan, y'all. She has got a plan. The next messages are on 7/25/23. I'm sure it's easy to tell which ones are the admirer and which ones are Gypsy. And this is where we learn that this is a 59-year-old grandparent living in New Jersey. This next set of emails are all from August 4th, 2023, and there's more money exchanged again, but nothing too serious there. But the next day is where we get to a real interesting part. Let's take a look, y'all. After some extra chit-chatting on the 4th, this is what Gypsy sends on the 5th. "I have a question. How would you feel about sending me $50 once a week on any day of your choice? That way I don't have to ask because I hate asking. I am kind of a prideful person who hates admitting I need to be taken care of. Hope to hear from you soon. Smiley face." Y'all, oh my God. Oh my God. And here's the kicker. So as we will see later on in the emails, this ends when she mentions her husband to this person. This person had read in the news that her marriage to Ryan had been annulled. And she lets this go on for a few months and then asks what they want in return for all this money and says, "My husband isn't comfortable with it." Well, Ryan has put out there on a comment that he's now apparently deleted on a TikTok that was recapping this, that he did not know. Let's take a look at his comment, y'all. So yeah, this lady here was recapping one of our lives, and she ended it by saying, "And by the way, Gypsy had pay pigs in prison and Ryan knew about it." So Ryan comes in with, "I didn't know." And he says, "I knew people messaged her, but not getting paid for it." Well, you know now, Ryan, you know now. And people tried to tell you, and you sat there being like, "I know, Gypsy. I know that what we had was real." Let me tell you something else. She was emailing everybody in the world that she was not attracted to you physically at all, and that it was emotional only. She called you her male best friend. On 8/7/23, here's what they responded. "Hi, Goddess Gypsy. Yes, yes, thank you. I will send you $50 a week. Thank you, my goddess. You made me so happy. Not sure what the best day would be. Monday, so you have money for the week, or Friday, so you have money for the weekend. What do you think, goddess? Thank you for letting me take care of you. This means so much. Love, your obedient servant." Now, I found this email a little strange at first. It's outbound from Gypsy on August 25th, 2023. "Where is my loyal servant?" with a little smiley face. Until I looked up that date. Guess what, y'all? It's a Friday. She didn't get her payment on time, friends. This person replies to them same day and says that, oh, they're so sorry they got busy with their grandson, but here's your weekly $50. Thank you for acknowledging me as your loyal servant. You made me so excited. Bleh. We haven't found an answer yet in these files for what caused Gypsy to kind of have a little change of heart here. Maybe, I mean, it's not exactly a change of heart, but anyway, she on September 9th, 2023, emails this person and says, I have a question. I can't help but find it curious as to why you offer dollars so freely. What is it you expect from me in return? Everyone always has an intention. May I ask yours? I am married, if that makes a difference. I have talked with my husband and told him of your kindness, and he questions your motives. So that is why I ask. So yeah, we know that Gypsy Rose lies all the time. We don't have a lot of trust in Ryan because he's so enamored with Gypsy, but clearly one of them ain't telling the truth here. Well, who do you think it is, friends? So this person responds 2 days later on 9/11/2023 and says, Hi, I was just trying to be nice to you, but I see you and your husband is a little suspicious. I will not correspond with you anymore. You notice they didn't call her goddess anymore. And Gypsy replies again, same day. I wasn't trying to be rude and asking. My husband just didn't want me to mislead anyone to the wrong impression. I thank you for your kindness. After Gypsy sent that, the person didn't respond anymore. And the next day on 9/12/2023, Gypsy sent this message to them. You don't get to walk away from your goddess. I want my weekly $50. I am still your goddess and it would please me very much. And as far as I can tell, friends, I don't believe this person ever wrote her again. It is weird, y'all. When I'm telling you, it is so weird. Yeah, so like I've said before, this type of power exchange relationship is known as Findom, Financial Domination. Y'all will want to take a look it up, look up what it is. Ryan Anderson might want to take a look too. Maybe Ken. Good God, what do y'all think? Lord. So again, we haven't been through all 1,090 pages of these emails, but as far as we can tell, that seems to be the last of the goddess person corresponding with Gypsy, but we don't know whether or not they kept J-paying her. I don't know if those records are or ever going to be available. So it is possible that they stopped corresponding and kept paying after she sent that demand. We don't know. What do y'all think? Did any of y'all expect this? I didn't put it past her, but I didn't think that she was really capable. I don't know how to word that, but yeah, it's shocking how much more keeps coming out because, like I've said before, it just appears to me that there is no one innocent in this situation. And as adamant as I am about being honest about Dee Dee and the fact that, we do have a police report of her getting violent with a police pizza delivery man, still, the more and more that comes out, Dee Dee ain't looking so bad. I've got to say, oh my God. What do y'all think, friends? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to end up with a little video of the goldfish eating for a little palate cleanser. And I hope everybody is having a good and peaceful day, y'all. Today, July 8th, 2025, I'm going to be going live with Into the Weeds again in about an hour and 10 minutes at 4 p.m. Central on Into the Weeds podcast at Military Broadcast Radio. We're going to go over a little bit more of this shit show, y'all. Tune in and check it out. Have a good day, friends.